Good evening. Welcome to Core Java session. We are into collection. Already we completed the collection. We are in advanced collection. So we have seen concurrent hash map yesterday. So this was the previous program what we have seen yesterday. Okay, now today we have to understand how we can avoid concurrent modification exception. That is our topic, right? That is our topic. We are getting concurrent modification exception that we need to avoid. So we will have one program and then we will see how we can. So let me remove this part, Control D. Okay, now. The main program. Okay. Now let me create one extends thread. As I mentioned yesterday, right? We will use some thread multi-threading concept. Let me create one class static. I will use hash map and then we will use concurrent hash map. Hash map HM equal to what? New hash map. When we use in this way, what will we are getting, and when we comment this, then what we are getting. Let's see. So this is one thing. Okay, now this hash map. So what is our program? When we are extending thread, so we have start method and we need to override what? Run method. So let me add public void run method. So this is our overridden method, right? This is coming from where? This is coming from this class, thread class. So let me add some thread dot. Let me add some thread dot slip. Thread dot slip. I am using thread dot slip. I am giving some 200 millisecond. We need to add some try catch block for this. Why? Because guys, now I am going to add some code here. I am going to add some what is our hash map HM. How to add data? I am adding hash HM dot put some key values. Let me add 100 comma double quote Amit. I am adding, and then HM dot put HM dot put HM dot put 101 comma SRK. I mean, now you will observe there is an error because hash map object is a instance. So I will mark as static because I want to call it from where static area for this demonstration purpose only. Now error is gone, right? Error is gone. So now what will happen? I will try to, what is concurrent modification exception? When we try to read this and at the same time two operations are going on, then we are going to get concurrent modification exception. Hope you are good, right? So let me add, let me create one class test t equal to new test. How to call run method? To call run method, we need to call what? Start method, right? This is our kick in of engine. Okay, now HM is there, right? HM is there. HM is there. From HM, what we have to do, we have to get iteration, we have to do now. So let me do HM, HM dot key set. Key set I am doing, means it will give key and value, right? It will give key and value. So it will be like set. The return type will be set. Set key set we give. Means this is key, this is value. Key set, key and value called as key set. Key and value called as key set. So we are getting key set when we iterate. Now I will iterate this key set. Key set. Key set dot iterator. Key set dot iterator. If I am doing key set dot iterator, now we will get iterator object, right? Try to observe iterator object we got. Now what we need to do? We are trying to read. We are trying to read. At the same time, I will try to add data also. Observe guys, while. This is the while loop. Okay. Iterator dot has next. Iterator dot has next. And it is checking whether the data is there or not. In iterator, in first key set, we are fetching one by one. Inside iterator, we are having data. It will always check next. Every loop, it will take whether data is there. If data is there, then it will go inside the loop, while loop. Okay. So now I am trying to get some keys, right? I am trying to get some key. So iterator dot next. It will take for next. Okay. Now Alt Shift L, it will greater time object. But I want integer because the keys are what? Keys are what? Of integer type. So I will typecast it. I will typecast integer. Now I have typecasted the integer. Okay. Now let me do system dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. Okay. Now inside this I will pass some message. I will pass some message. Okay. I will pass some message. What is my message? Main thread, main thread, main thread, and key is, what is the key name, guys? Plus, plus, next variable will hold the key. Okay. Okay. Now, and let me add some data here. Next, then I am concatenating something. You can use some space. Plus, okay. 1 second. HM dot get object. What is the next? I am passing here next. What are the key value? Key will get. We will print here. Next is nothing but key na. Next, what it will hold? Key, right? Now I will doing thread dot slip. Try to observe thread dot. I will again explain the program. No need to worry. Thread dot slip. I am giving some value, some millisecond. Let's say 3000 millisecond. I am giving. It will accept. It will throw the exception. Try and try catch or throw exception is fine. Outside this block, I am printing some one more sysout statement. Let me copy this. Paste here. Paste here. I paste here. Now I am trying to print what? Hash map, HM. Okay. Now read this program carefully, guys. What I'm trying to do, I have one hash map. Why I keep hash map? Because main method, if I am doing something, it should be static. So for this demonstration purpose, I marked as static. So hash map, definitely our definition for concurrent modification exception is there. If one thread is trying to do something and another thread is trying to do some operation, then concurrent modification exception. So that's why we put some data. We put some data. We are trying to what? We are trying to do. See here, run method is another thread, child thread, right? Child thread is there. Child thread is there. Okay. Now child thread is there. Outside catch block, I will try to do what? HM dot put some key value. What is my key value? What will be my key value? Let me take 10103, comma HRK. HRK. Okay. Again, one thread is doing something. Child thread is trying to do something. Let me run this program. Some issues there. Let me again. What is the error, guys? Concurrent modification exception. Again, try to read this program. Map is putting some data. We started where? We started T dot start. Mean T dot start. It call internally run method. It will call run method. Child thread will start after main thread. So what happened? We are trying to get the key set. We are trying to get the key set. Now try to see. I decrease the font. Now try to see. What I'm trying to do. This is hash map. Hash map has this key value I am trying to get in each loop. Two key values I added. So every time key set we are getting, that is will be holding key set. Now I am doing iteration. Key set iterate means every time it is going to give this one key set, another key set. So iterator will hold. So iterator will check whether the next time it is having value or not. If it is there, it is going to take the key. So I am taking the key. and then key I am passing here to get the value also. Then what I am doing, this is due to main thread now, but the moment it will sleep, the main thread will sleep, main thread will sleep. Another thread get the chance to do operation. Another thread try to do operation, but in hash map, this facility is not available. That's why when I am trying to print this line, main thread, key is what? 100. And observe guys, try to observe very much carefully. In first iteration, how many key values are there? 2 key values are there. This is first iteration. This is first iteration. In first iteration, it is successfully loaded 100 and Amit. So 100 and Amit will be coming and printed here. After 100 and Amit printed, main thread got sleep. Main thread got sleep. So what does this mean? Sleep means this thread will get chance. This thread will get the chance to do something. We are trying to add some data. One thread is doing something, another child thread is doing something. That's why concurrent modification exception. Are you good with this example? See, concurrent modification exception. I will comment with concurrent hash map with concurrent hash map. Let me comment this line and just I will use concurrent. Concurrent hash map. Copy this, paste here, Control Shift O, save this. Let me run this program now, guys. See, it is able to print, right? See, it is able to print, right, data. Full data is coming, right? Do we get the exception now? Tell me, are you able to understand the program? Just we replace concurrent hash map. We commented hash map and just we are doing hash map. So what is the operation? What is the operation we are doing? Means one thread is trying to do something. See, first what happened? Because of this line, what happened? This is printed. Okay? Main thread. Then now what happened? Child thread is doing what? Main thread got sleep. So at the same time, if you go scroll up, child thread get the chance na. In the child thread, what we are trying to do? We are trying to do put some 103 HRK. This operation is done. Then again, what will happen? Main thread will this again after this is done. Put 103 and HRK done. This again start working. So second loop, what will print? What will print? 101. This is already printed, right? So now in second loop, 101 SRK will print. This is printed. It will take 3-second pause. It will print one more time. What is HM added? This third time it is added now. So this is printed HRK. And finally one more sysout statement is there now. Where is the sysout statement finally? Loop will end and then finally all the hash map is printed. All the hash map printed. Are you good with this example? Are you good with the example? I am telling you, if you don't understand, let me know. This is your hash map. Initially, how much data is there? 2 data is there. 2 data is there. This data get iterate at this line. First key set, it will look while loop. Then what happen? First key will come here. First key will come here. And this line will printed. This line printed because of this line. So thread dot sleep means what? This sleep will thread. This thread will sleep. And above child thread will get the chance. Above child thread will get the chance. Above child thread will be get the chance. This will be printed. This will be added in hash map. So above one is done. Above a part is done. It will come back here in the second. while loop. So first loop 101 is printed. What is in second time? HM 101 SRK. So second time 101 SRK is printed here. And before this already 103 HRK is already there, right? In third loop, what happened? Third loop HRK is printed. Now all these three is done. This while loop is over. Only three map key values there. This loop is done. The command will come to line number 36. System.out.println, but HM now having how many value? 1, 2, and 3. That's why this is printed. Till now you are good, right? Till now you are good. Okay. So this is what our example. Okay. So this is the example, okay, of concurrent hash map. Okay. Now hash map versus concurrent hash map. We will try to difference. We will try to add some point. So HM means hash map, not thread safe. Not thread safe. It is thread safe. It is thread safe. Concurrent hash map is thread safe. Not thread safe means performance high. Performance high. Okay? Because not thread safe means no waiting period. All thread will work at the same time. So means performance high. Low performance. Low performance. Because thread have to wait. Thread have to wait. Can I add similar point? Can I add similar point here? Comma. Thread don't wait. All thread will work. That's why performance high. Okay? It is null is allowed. Null is allowed. Null is allowed for keys and value. Okay? Null is allowed for both keys and allow. Okay? In this, null is not allowed for keys and value. In short. Okay? Which version it is introduced? 1.2 version. It is introduced in 1.5 version. Okay? Iterator is fail safe. Iterator is fail fast. Sorry, fail fast. Okay? And throw which exception? Concurrent modification exception. In short, I am writing. What is the exception? CME. I am writing. Let me add concurrent modification exception. Okay? Here iterator is safe. Iterator is fail safe. Okay? So do not throw concurrent modification exception. This is hash map and this is concurrent hash map. Concurrent hash map. Are you good with this? Are you good with this? Okay. Now, these are the main important point. If somebody is asking in the interview, you have to answer this. Okay. So next topic is copy and array list. Copy on array list. Copy on array list, which is nothing but a class. Which is nothing but a class. So copy and array list is a child class of list. So collection is there, we know. which is an interface, whose child is what? List. List is what? Of type interface. Collection. So copy and array list. Copy and array list. Copy and array list is also child. Copy and array list is a child. Okay, now. So it is thread safe. It is thread safe. It is thread safe version of array list. Array list is not thread safe. So it means copy and array list is a thread safe version of array list. Okay, now. What is the name? Copy on. If you split copy on array list into two parts, if you split this, what is the name? Copy on what? Array list. What does this mean? It means it will create a clone copy of array list for every update operation. Every update operation. Every update operation. Okay? At the same time. Important at the same time. If here is, for example, in previous example, when we use hash map, we add some data, we reading the data and updating the data, concurrent modification exception. At the same time, when we change concurrent hash map, replace hash map with concurrent hash map, no error was that. So same time, when I am saying the word same time, I am talking about thread. Two threads are working on at the same time. Okay? Okay? Update operation will be performed on clone copy. So there is no impact on the thread which perform read operation. ठीक है? Objects are created. This is the issue. See, guys, everything has advantage, disadvantage. Based on more advantage, for example, there are two options. First option is having two advantage, one disadvantage. Second option is having one advantage, two disadvantage. You will go with first option now, right? That is common sense. There are two case one and case two. Tell me, it is having two advantage. It is having how many advantage? Two advantage and one disadvantage. Tell me, disadvantage is how many? Disadvantage. And case one is having only one advantage plus two disadvantage. Tell me, guys, in this situation, which case you will use? Which is having more advantage based on requirement, right? So don't think that sometime we can use array list, sometime you can copy an array list, right? Based on requirement. If you want to go for thread safety, you don't want thread safety, then you have to decide what to use. But when we are discussing point to point for that particular collection, we have to understand what is the behavior. So it is a costly behavior. It is having costly behavior in terms of what? In terms of objects. Okay, it is costly. Okay, it is costly to use. It is costly to use because for every update operation, a clone copy is created. Meaning extra object is created, na? Okay. Now, insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved. You know what is insertion order? Duplicates are allowed. Heterogeneous object means you know what is heterogeneous object. Two different types of objects are allowed. Next is null insertion, null insertion, null insertion, null insertion. Null insertion is allowed. Null insertion is allowed. ठीक है? It implement, it implement, it implement, it implement serializable, 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 then clonable, clonable, and access, random access, random access. You remember, right? We have understand this point in array list. That time we discussed this type of point. Okay? Hope you are good. Now let's talk about constructor. So copy an array list, copy on 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 array list. CAL, I am giving variable CAL equal to new copy on array list. Let me copy this, copy and paste here to avoid that times. ठीक है, ठीक है, copy an array. This is one constructor. This is one constructor. Copy this, paste here, paste here, paste here. It's another constructor. In this, what we can pass? We can pass in collection object and convert into equivalent. Any collection pass here, it will convert into copy and array list. Okay? If you passed object array also, any object array also, object array, that will be converted into what? Copy and array list. Now, this is the constructor. This is what? Important constructor. These are the constructor. Okay? In copy and array list. What are the methods available? Methods. What are the methods available? Let's have some methods name. Let's have some method name. So one method is add method. ठीक है? Add if absent. This is one method. ठीक है? If it will take object, it will return what? Boolean. It will return what? Boolean. It will check if the object is there or not. If not there, it will add. Otherwise, okay. Now, one more thing is there, int add all absent. We'll see all this in our example. It will take what? Collection C, variable is C. Okay. Now try to observe. Now try to observe. 1 minute. Now try to observe. I am showing one program to you guys. I will just replace array list here. Okay, no need to worry. I will take another class. I am using one class, student class. Okay, now try to observe. Let me add a main method. Main method public static void main. Okay, no problem. Better I will take this example first. So previously we used this. Let me remove this. I want to add some different data. I will use what? You know, array list is the topic. Array list is the topic. Can I create one concurrent array list? Let me static. Same program I am changing. Nothing. Only I am showing you copy on array list. Copy and array list. CAL equal to what? New copy on array list. Now you will ask why I am taking static, because I need to call this from static object area, main method. That's why I am taking what? Copy and what is my copy? Oh my God. Every time I am not using this word, this copy and write array list it is. In notes also I need to add everywhere. It is copy on array list. Okay, copy on array list. Copy and write array list, copy and write array list, copy on write array list, copy on write array list. ठीक है? This is the topic name, copy and write array list. ठीक है? Copy and write array list. I am my bad. Let me use the same variable HM. Now we don't use put key value. What we use add. Add some data. Let me add some data. HRK. HRK. Here also I need to replace this, right? HM dot add some string data. SRK. Okay. Now try to see. I added some data. Right? Import is required. Import is not there. That's why error. I take the error. Error is gone here. Error is gone here. Okay. Here is all good. Okay. Now try to observe. So it is not key set na. It is not key set. It is not key set. It is not hash map. So key set is not required. What it is going to iterate, guys? It is going to iterate what? HM, array list. Array list. HM is the variable of array list. Remember, HM is the variable of what? Copy an array list. Copy an array list. Okay. So what I am doing? I am doing iterator. I am doing iterator. I am using iterator, iterating the value. This time, not integer. What kind of data this is? String. So I will use string. I will use what? String here. I will use string here. Simple, right? No change. Not required here. This better I can use what? Direct next. Now I will run the program. 1 second, guys. First I will use array list. Then I will use what? Copy an array list. Okay. I am removing copy and array list part. I am removing copying array list. I am removing copy on array list. Control Shift to save this program. Everything is same. Let me run this program. Just replace concurrent modification exception. Why? Same flow. How to add data in a array list? HM is the array list. Add method. Iterating first loop. Let me add some more data. I will add some more data. That is Amit. Amit I am using. So now try to observe what is happening. This is first loop. SRK printed. See, let me run this program again. Okay. Everything is added. First loop come into picture. So what is printed and what when exception came? See this. SRK printed means before thread dot sleep. In first loop is having SRK. Before thread dot sleep, this line is printed now. The moment thread dot sleep will start, it will call child method. Where is child? Here it is a child, right? Above run method. So mean HRK is also added in array list. But what happened? Concurrent modification exception, because array list 2 threads cannot work, right? Now let me remove. What? Now let me remove what? Just comment this line array list and use this copy an array list and do the static import. Sorry, import, not static, import only. Let me run the program, run a Java application. SRK added, child thread started, second loop Amit printed, both data coming, right? One second. See, SRK, Amit, HRK all printed, right? So what is happening when we replace this? In first loop, before sleeping, this line printed. The moment the thread sleep dot sleep in, it gives chance to child thread. So above one is added in array list. That operation is done. This part is done, right? This part is done. So now second time, what is the data? First time SRK done. Second time when what is it is going to print Amit. So what is printing? Second time Amit is printing. Okay. Already HRK added na. How many data is there? Now what happened? This loop will be completed. And what happened finally? Final array list is printing. So final array list having what? SRK, Amit and HRK. Hope you are good with this program, guys. You understand, right? Are you comfortable with this program? Tell me. Hello? You guys can able to talk now? Are you comfortable? You understand the program?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
talking to
sir.
you guys.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
You are
can you
comfortable with?
explain this once again, this program?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hash map program, you understand, right? Concurrent hash map. I just did changes only. Instead of hash map, I am using array list and copy an array list. In list, we use add method. In map, we use put method. So now I am using a array list. So I am adding the data. So static copy and copy and write array list I'm using means it is not, its synchronization is the taking care, right? So what happened when this data is added? We are trying to iterate that data. In first iteration, it will take SRK. SRK iterated, next value is this line is printed, line number 34. After first time SRK printed, the moment it thread.sleep will come, this run method will be called internally. It is giving a chance to other thread. The other thread is child thread. So now child thread is what doing? It is trying to add HRK. This part is done. Means child thread done, work is done. Child thread go into dead state. Now second loop. What will be the second loop? hm.amit. Amit is also printed. After this second loop, what happened? System.out.println is printed whole array list. But whole array list contain HRK, SRK, Amit and HRK. HRK is added by what? Child thread. That's why all three is printing. Therefore, no concurrent modification because we are using copy and array list. The moment I will comment this one and uncomment this one and take the import, see if I will try to do same catch is there, but one break is there. The moment it is printing array list, the other thread is try to what? Modify. The moment when I'm using array list, what happened? This thread is giving chance to what? This child thread. And child thread try to modify. When one thread is reading, one thread is reading here, one thread is reading, and the other thread is modifying, then we are getting concurrent modification exception. But when we are changing our logic, how we are changing the logic? Just by using what? Copy and array list. No concurrent modification exception. Reading also taken care of, updation of the array list also taken care. Copy and array list. Are you good with this example? Are you good with this example?
Yes.
Yeah, I will show you full program in one frame. You can take the photo also
Okay.
if you want. Now take the photo if you want. Practice hash map. How to hash map? Instead of hm.add, hm.put key value, hm.key put value. Use hash map, then like this you have to add. Okay. You are good, right? Guys, I'm stopping my screen share. I'm stopping the recording. Next session, we will cover other remaining topic. Okay. And only 3-4 days we will take and we will close complete collections and internal of collections. Okay. I'm stopping the recording.